Now from Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside SunTrust Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brandon McCarthy gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Brandon McCarthy has battled through some injuries throughout his career, and when he's healthy, he's one of the better pitchers in the game of baseball. Big, tall, lanky guy, 6'7", about 210 pounds. Good fastball, not a great fastball. Has some sinking action. If Brandon McCarthy is on, you'll know he'll be getting a lot of ground balls early on in the count.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped high in the air. Freeman has a play. Makes the play, one away. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Now in the box, Adam Eaton. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball. And a fastball just a bit high. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. Tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Row? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved. A lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
At the plate, Bryce Harper. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order, and now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. Max Scherzer will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
So striding in, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Ender Inciarte.
And the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
The 1-0 home. Soft liner towards short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. Past battles with Scherzer. He's picked up 14 hits in 49 tries. He's also collected 6 doubles. And a fastball just a bit up. Scherzer, 33 years old. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch. Hit hard to short. Turner fields it cleanly. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. We'll move on to the second now at SunTrust Park with no score. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Popped him up. Freeman is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits the part. Matinee idol looks, soft hands, and the ability to manipulate the ball all around the lot from the offensive side. Look for him to have an impact in some form or fashion today.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. His lifetime numbers against McCarthy, not great. He's 1 for 8. First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Murphy, a native Floridian. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
The 2-1. is strike two swinging. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting six, third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ryan Schimpf, past battles with Scherzer. He's gone 2 for 8. First pitch of the at-bat. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Eaton going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3. Ozzie Albies will be next. Here's the 3-1. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit to third, fielded by Rendon. On the first, and Suzuki's retired, 2 away.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Albies with a 1-1 count now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And Rendon will look this one in to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Miguel Montero.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Fouled off. The 1-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
So here now is the pitcher, Max Scherzer, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Standing in now, Trey Turner. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. And he'll step off and try again. Swinging a ground ball to third. Schimpf brings it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Washington. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Santana. Past battles with Scherzer. It's been pretty good. 5 for 12. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. That's in there, and the Braves look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Santana, the runner at third with no outs. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball one. Liner toward right center, and that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box, Brandon McCarthy. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Nobody out, runner on first. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And Montero can't squeeze it as it gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot.
That was definitely a two-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's scored a wild pitch.
A runner at second, nobody out. Hit out towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Ball one. Looking at his career totals, Inciarte has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. Hit hard on the ground to second. Murphy with a dive. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI ground out instead.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. As he'll take a look at ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center after it is eaten. And that's the 3rd out. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Back to SunTrust Park following this. Leading off the inning, Adam Eaton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this. When they're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Right side. And that is through into right field for a single. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Fouled away. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Eaton on at first, nobody out. The 0-2 once more. And the sinking fastball called strike three, and that's out number one. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Zimmerman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Nope. And he just misses with a curveball. And he fouls this one off.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
The 1-1 misses, ball two.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
The 2-1 home. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The 2-2 one more time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. On the move is Eaton. In there, now throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Don't want to forget about him. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Ready on 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. In now, Anthony Rendon. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Rendon, a native Texan. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
And a curveball that time that broke too low.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. The 1-2. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Popped him up. Suzuki is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 for the Nationals on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Nats 1. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. The 1-1. Line drive to left. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Freeman will head to second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Here comes the first pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
This is line to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. And he takes ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pop high in the air. Turner waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Hot shot down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And a relay home. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Into the box now, Danny Santana, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Now the 0-1. Swing and a line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. Make it 5-1.
Hey, that's not a bad first milestone. 100th career RBI, Dero.
Yeah, after your first original knock, Dan, probably for you, your first strikeout, your first bomb, you want to start putting some zeros on the back end of these numbers. 100th ribby, nice milestone right there.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Three runs already home here. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Here now the 2-2. Runners off for second. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right, but foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He's 0 for one after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. It's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Ready on 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We played 4 full. The Braves lead it 5-1. Here's Howie Kendrick. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a step off. First pitch on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Swanson brings it in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The catcher, number 14, Miguel Montero.
1 away now for Miguel Montero. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Matt Adams will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. A fastball that just misses inside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. The 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit. So the speedy Trey Turner gets a chance following the base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Popped him up. Freeman moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nationals lead 1. They're down here 5-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Washington, number 36, Gavin Stone.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Number 22, Nick Markakis.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Inciarte gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he's back standing. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And this is on the ground, is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, and Markakis bounces into a double play. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. And he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Ready once again, Freddie Freeman, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And the pitch.
Nope.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Braves go down without a whimper here. They're up 5-1. Ready for another shot now. Adam Eaton. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out to right. And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
That's ball
2-0 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready for another chance? Ryan Zimmerman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. He's set and the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Harper running from first. Strike in the throw. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Spin and a throw back to second. Runner back standing. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Murphy. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Now the 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Anthony Rendon, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. And now on 3-0, they won't even bother throwing another pitch as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here.
The batter, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Push softly over toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. One run is scored. And this is going to be off the wall now for Markakis out there. 2 runs are in. And he's in safely at third. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
With the bases loaded, the pitcher couldn't afford to get behind an account, so he grooves it on the first pitch, and he jumps all over it, clearing the bases and scoring 3. That's part of why pitching with the bases loaded is so challenging.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Braves, number 57, Rex Rutherford.
Into the box, Howie Kendrick. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. His career history against Rex Brothers, just 3 for 14. Now the 0-1. Bounce to first. Freeman's got it. On the throw, pulls him off the bag.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Wilmer Defoe will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Four runs here in this half inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Albies ranging into the outfield. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Weak chopper to the left side. A barehanded pickup. Just late. He's safe. That was a big-time stab. There was just too much speed getting down the line.
You know, T-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
His career history against Rex brothers, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The 0-1 delivery. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we are all tied 5-5.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Washington, number 26, Trevor Johnson.
Digging in and looking for more. Ryan Schimpf. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. 1-0. Hard on the ground toward short. Turner has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. The tag, and he is out at second base. It's a double play. Digging in once again, Ozzie Albies. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Murphy's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Braves go down quietly. This ball game still tied 5. Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll be tasked with starting.
Washington, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Markakis. And as Nationals fans have heard before, see you later. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. First home run of the campaign for him, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
The batter, first baseman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. I'm set with the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Freeman shading to his right. 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. His career history against Rex Brothers. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
It's really been an amazing transition for Daniel Murphy, known more as an average-type hitter, Matt, when he was a member of the New York Mets. But since he's put on a Nationals uniform, boy, the power surge has come, and it has not stopped.
Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon, looking to follow up that bases-clearing triple he had in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home is a fastball down below the knees. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there, and that retires the side. But the Nationals do get a run on the Bryce Harper home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Nationals 6 and the Braves 5.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Washington, number 21, Brandon Kinsley.
Striding in once again, Danny Santana singled home a run in his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Now the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, Rex Rutherford.
Johan Camargo will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
17, Johan Camargo.
Two out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Braves. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Peter Moylan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 30, Peter Moylan.
Here's Howie Kendrick.
Leading off for Washington, left fielder, Howie Kendrick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And 2, here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. Once more, and this is fouled at the plate.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The next 0-2 down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Visiting Nationals holding the lead here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the game. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. The lifetime batting line versus Peter Moylan. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Inciarte's there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
How about it? Brandon Kinsler.
Matt Wieters will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 32, Matt Wieters.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Ryan Madsen will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Ryan Madsen.
Here's Ender Inciarte.
Leading off for the break, center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
First offering on its way. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Career numbers with Madsen. He's just 1 for 6. 1 out, nobody on. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kendrick moves over, 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tack to it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Ready once again, Ryan Schimpf, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Freeman at second with 2 down. Pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. The lifetime batting line versus Peter Moylan. He's a perfect 2 for 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the bunt attempt hits him here. But they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike. Here's the pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. In now is Adam Eaton. He's set. Here it comes. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. A pause, and the 0-2 is taken for ball 1. The 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, here it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Two out, nobody on. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Nice piece of hitting right there. 2-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this better pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Stepping in now, Ryan Zimmerman. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. The lifetime batting line versus Peter Moylan. 7 hits in 14 tries. He's also driven in 5 runs. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This is grounded foul. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head into their final set of swings. 1 left for Washington as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Sean Doolittle enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. The next at bat for Atlanta, Kurt Suzuki. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Hard hit towards center. And it's a base hit. And just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the 9th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Suzuki aboard here at first with nobody out. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Digging in to try it again, Danny Santana. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. First pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Takes a knee-high fastball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. The 1-2. Popped up. Doolittle is under it near the mound. And there are 2 away now.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
In now, Dansby Swanson, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back in. Standing. Doolittle pauses. Here's the 0-1. Pitches high. The throw. It's on the bag, and he is out trying to take second, and this ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Washington Nationals in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Trevor Gott claims the win out of the pen, his first. Sean Doolittle records the save, his second. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 7 men on base. For Atlanta, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SunTrust Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.